Happy Sunday, everybody! And hello to everyone who's tuned in to witness the strongest Mobile Legends Bang Bang players in the entire world. I'm Mara Aquino, and this is MPL Philippines Season 11. Now for today, we have the final 4 teams in 2 series before they meet each other all over again. Para sa seryeng ito, meron tayong isang koponan that wants to shine and prove their mark in their debut season, while the other wants to show exactly why they have the crown. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Blacklist International versus Nxpe Evos. Here we go. Cast.
Find a consistent flow for the season.
Well, speaking of consistent flow, the action.
Falling short against the Raiders. Ocean, hear them roar. It's Nxpe Evos. A stronger code to take back a win. Agents, it's Blacklist International!
Oh, cellphone mo. Martin!
And the National versus Nxpe, who is going to rise up to the challenge?
Hey, man. Okay, I hope they missed something out. I see Yellow
For Brusco.
Yep, they continue to strive as they dive. Now we have the lineup of Blacklist International up on stage. Naisu.
We got Super Red, Wise, Edward, Yue, and Oh My Venus. And I'm wondering too, if we see a switch up that we've seen them do actually from game to game, but so far there's a discipline literally for Oh My Venus, right? So we'll see how that settles in against Brusco.
All right, looking at the most picked, table has increased the stock of the Valentina even more so as a secondary setter for the team.
To play that style too, right? So
See them grouping up as 4 when you're expecting them to just still be in the lanes.
Yeah, so we expect for a different Nxpe Evos approach on the
version of it.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to deal with here if you're Blacklist International.
Yeah, that's why you didn't even mention Arlott as a pick up there.
Remember, keep an eye on the poll and make sure you have the hashtag SmartPowersMPLS11. It's Ube once again with Yue and Ube one more time for this match up against Nxpe Evos.
Yeah, it's not the Ube that we saw last time around with the Faramis Estes. It's a good balance here. Across the board, a great draft here for Blacklist International. Clear identity. This is going to be the Arlott ultimate and, of course, the layering of the crowd control ultimates that you mentioned there earlier, Naisu, that Nxpe has. That might just be the bane of Blacklist in this game.
I love this too. Oh, already.
Wow.
I love the early action, but that's not what I was going to
Pokes.
say. What I love is the diversity so far that we're seeing in Arlott picks, right? Now it's not a tank emblem, right?
Huh.
And it's not Festival of Blood either.
That's Unbending Will.
Unbending
It's
Will,
Unbending
yeah.
Will.
Why?
So it's another version of Arlott that we get to see. And does it work? Is the damage going to be there? How is this going to pan out for them? Because we've seen I think we came to a collective decision so far, though. We're like, you know what? The tank emblems actually work pretty good on Arlott. It does pretty well.
Yeah, that's going to
Nasty
make the
yesterday.
Vengeance second skill of Arlott hurt even more.
Oh, yeah.
Because the tendency for Arlott is he will be super low in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
But when he gets to weave together the usages of the second skill, that's how he regains life, how he deals a lot of damage. But now with Unbending Will, when he's low, and then he's also using that second skill, it'll hurt even more.
So with the regen in hand that Edward can do, Nxpe needs to have a good amount of damage to go up against him in early game, right? So this checks out on how you can do with this kind of hero. So use Smart's Power all 99 for 8 GB of data, only TikTok, only text, and free Smart Giga Arena tickets for 7 days. So load now. So as we discussed the power of Arlott, you can get also 8 GB of data brought to you by Smart. Now,
Yeah,
it's the
Edward might-
first, yeah.
Edward might deal 8 gigabytes of damage later on.
That's true.
We're going to find out if it works that way, right? But right now, it's the turtle dance. First one of the game going to go out here. Ding taking quite a bit of the brunt of the damage. He's got to be careful here. He's looking for anything. Pop in the split. They're going to zone them out quite a bit, but Wise able to secure that turtle, and Ding falls there. Edward grabbing the first blood as well. Blacklist International coming out on top of that trade.
Yeah, you saw there a bit of the hezzies coming in by Nxpe, but you understood why they needed to be careful there. They were watching out for the potential counter punish that Blacklist can dish out. So Blacklist, their hit list, ranked first in average team hero damage with 207,000 plus and counting.
Wow. Just look at that. Well, speaking of hit list, Nxpe Evos, upon entering the professional league, they have this. They have something that they look forward to having an encounter with, and this is the day that you're waiting for. Blacklist International. And as you said, the hezzies, the hesitations were a bit of showing in those moments of the first turtle of this game. So either refrain from it or even have the courage to do it.
That was what was weird about that trade, especially because Ding got so low, but even, using that split and everything else, by that time he just got punished. And then surprisingly as well, or maybe unsurprisingly for a lot of people, Wise was able to just kind of swoop in like most veterans do and, take the turtle away. So now Nxpe, they have a very minor gap to work against. It's nothing huge. So luckily for them, they should be able to find a pick-off here, and right now it's going to be the top side. The feathered airstrike's going to come down from Goyong. Boyette's quite low, though, but still, look at this tankiness from Wise and now Edward. They get the flicker out as well. No one falls.
Yeah, I'm actually glad Ding expended his flicker there, because if he got caught out by the stun of that R-Lot, he would have been chained down, maybe even brought down, and NXP cannot afford to give another kill right now.
Yeah, just by thinking about Arlot can do in the XP lane, what more if he can completely free and roam around the map with having a UA in the hands with using Farsa. This is deadly how they can even penetrate the AoE burst damage of Blacklist can do. They spot one here.
Oh, well, that is a big pickup here. Ding actually getting a bit of revenge. You were asking earlier, how's this Cho pick going to be? Well, they found a pickoff, but they do trade it for that second turtle of the game, going in the hands of Blacklist International.
Yeah, the next calls for Nxpe Evos might look into helping out Doming more, but right now it's a 3-man pressure top side, so the decision for Nxpe Evos is to try and delay the R-Lot so that the glue can roam the map even more.
Speaking of roaming, the pressure is on the EXP lane, UN Edward. So by the time of NXPE, how is our marksman going right now? Doming and Super Red. Their laning hasn't been disturbed as of the moment, but this is one way of poking Wise and Boyette.
Okay, Boyette going to go ahead and use that heavy spin. It looked like they had something in mind, but never mind. The Prisoner's Wrath going to come down. Brusco able to survive. Sliver of health. Again, I think that's the Hezzies.
Yeah, it's the Hezzies, and also some great sidestepping there by Wise, because it really looked like a great chance for Boyette to knock him into the turret area of Nxpe Evos, but Wise just got, with his veterans, he just sidestepped that. Edward, though, rushing the Radiant Armor as his first pickup, and wants to be able to reduce the magic damage he can feel from the glue. At the same time, the Valentina, the damage that the Valentina can dish out as well. 4-man rotation bottom side. Blacklist International will not commit. They're going to decide to take it a little bit easier. 35 seconds until the next turtle. Next sequence might be a gank or a quick invade by either team.
Well, I think this is the invade that they're looking for, Renmar, as they could just keep continuing pressuring the mid lane or even in the top lane, right? It's just make them follow the breadcrumbs to feed on how their momentum can be broken.
Yeah.
Nxpe Evos needs more time, but Doming DR is being prayed here on by Wise.
Okay, there's the invade sequence we talked about. It's going to be a small one, though, just for that Kramer. So Blacklist International will focus on getting their buffs first, and then we're going to be seeing a 4-man clash for the third turtle of the game.
Yeah, NXP needs to actually maybe contest this one, but if you notice, if you're just keeping an eye on Domeng, he is just farming out of his mind, because that's something that is might be one of the win conditions, biggest win conditions anyway for NXPE, as they give up this third turtle of the game. So they do trade it for an objective up top.
Yeah, understandable why you'd want to do that, though. Again, the Doming investment, we saw that earlier this week. I believe that was yesterday against RSG, where they played themselves a Claude game, Claude from behind, and, well, they were able to find a way to turn it around. So,
Yep.
Nxpe EVOS are banking on Domeng being the main source of damage to just take down the members of Blacklist. Just have to make sure during the team fights that he's well accounted for. They have to watch out for this Arlott diving and dashing. And, of course, US Farsa.
Yeah, it's deadly because if you have a Beatrix on your side, and speaking of Farsa, he still has a Clock of Destiny, and just talking about how Doming could be the possible investment in XPE, but just looking at their lineup, there's all CCs and also good pickups for counter ganks or initiations. But ding, we have eyes on the XP lane once again for Blacklist, and they're pressuring, and you want to take this.
Cross map, though, they're also doing the same thing, bottom side. So another turret traded across the map here. And this is the traditional Blacklist we're used to seeing, right? Anytime that Estes is locked in by Oh My Venus, this is exactly what they do here. They're going to pressure Ding out. Boyette might be a little bit too late.
Wow.
Turret's still going to be worked on. Tier 2 going to be taken out just like that. No space that they can work with. NXP falling behind here. Even if they're working on it on this side, again, this is all going to lead up to that Lord in about 30 seconds. Edward holds this one down, though.
Oh man, Nxpe EVOS, they're taking the indirect approach to this game. They're avoiding massive team fights against Blacklist International as much as possible. They're really just banking it all on Doming. Later on, though, it's going to also be up to Goyong to... Yes, I get why he'd want to pick up the Feathered Airstrike. They need to reach the Melissa, but at some point, I'd want to see them get that final slash. It will be really great for Nxpe EVOS when they can just displace or get Blacklist International members all clumped up together, especially for a nice little rocket grenade launcher blast coming in from Domeng.
That's a team fighting capability when you have a Beatrix on your side, right?
Exactly.
Now, there's one serving up here in the Lord.
They do get the Way of the Dragon out on Wise, but he's quite tanky. Boyette comes in with a heavy spin. They do take out Wise. So Blacklist International has lost their jungler. Lord's going to go ahead and reset. Does NXP actually want to press this situation here? They have the numbers advantage, but still, it doesn't look like they want to press it.
Yeah.
Boyette's going to pull this Lord and start up the dance, but you can even see, right? Ding isn't there. So this is still going to be very troublesome here. Look at the damage, too, just from UA alone. Boyette still juggling this Lord around, and by this time, Wise is already going to be up.
Just to buy time for the code to get back Wise on his feet to contest this first Lord of the game. There's some, okay, we're seeing half damage onto UA just by the pokes of Doming. Is this the investment right now that is showing in the first 10 minutes of the game?
Yeah, they're getting their returns. It's trickling in. Gold by gold, damage by damage. Blacklist International does need to get that Beatrix down. It is a bit of a head scratcher, though, as to why Nxpe EVOS just didn't commit that Lord after Wise went down.
Yep.
They don't have the jungler. Again, I feel like that was hesitation, although you would understand why they'd be cautious. Being up against an Arlott, a Farsa, an Estes, and the Melissa. When you think about it, Blacklist might even have a chance to steal it away. NXP committed a lot of ultimates there. But the jungler of the opposing team was down.
The crazy thing about it, too, is like you're almost 11 minutes in, and it's literally a 3 total kill game at this point, right? So this is where things kind of break out here. Brusco can't find the opening he's looking for. Edward's going to come in. It's UA that gets the kill on Brusco. And then a snap with a finger, he goes down. Lord going to be 1/4 health here. Who's going to be able to secure it? Ding's trying to do his best. Pops the split. Domeng on the backside, hunting for UA. Not going to be able to find it. Has the damage, but it's Wise that secures the Lord here. But look at the damage coming out from NXPE. The follow-up, though, from Super Red. UA again. They get the flicker out from Domeng. That was a pretty dicey move, but Blacklist International coming out on top.
Goodness.
Super Red getting punished by a snipe.
Oh, there's a sniper in the building.
Ow.
And we know exactly where he is, who he is, yet it still hurts. Domeng showing why he is the prodigy Filipino sniper coming up in the scene. But despite that, Blacklist International undeniably in the lead here with the Lord on their side. They don't have their marksman. Let's see if they can convert it into a tower or two.
How's the trade going? How is this translating the investment that we're talking about? They were funneling into damage into Domeng in the first 10 minutes of the game, and now they're striding back. Is this the window that they need to keep on doing against Blacklist International?
Yeah, I mean, it's working out well for them already. A Malefic Roar, Hunter Strike, and a BOD. from this Beatrix. You see how fast this Lord is going down to the hands of Nxpe EVOS.
Okay, so this is one thing that they can actually do.
Boyet?
Yeah,
You
he's
were.
not. Yeah, he was trying, right? But nothing going to happen to that. They do lose the tier 2 turret in the mid lane. Ding, though, could be in trouble here. He's going to get CC'd pretty much to death. Falls here by Super Red. Brusco himself, but Domang's going to fall here, and now they're being collapsed on in a massive play from Blacklist International. Both sides of the board. NXP could be in trouble here. Blacklist working on the top turret. Now they might have their eyes set on the crystal. Can they end it here? They've only got a minion. Brusco and Goyang trying to hold on the best they can, but that's not going to be enough. Blacklist International takes game number 1.
Agent Zero with the license to set the flick scenario. Let's talk about the principles of both teams in terms of how they want to draft. Nxpe EVOS did a terrific job of being able to avoid getting grabbed by Ding. You saw there, I believe there were 2 to 3.
Especially if you have, that magic resistance items locked in from the opposing team. So you're going to have to rely on those early kills if you can. You already have a lot of sustain and everything else, but still, I want to say start getting early kills and dominate those objectives. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, go up the hill, start the snowball early if you want to bounce back and have this a game number 3. Now, Nxpe EVOS, let's see how they translate those Hessies into winnings.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the right rhyme. I will come up
You'll
with that
get
later.
it. You will get it. I have full faith in you. And Nxpe EVOS needs to have full faith in Brusco. This is gonna be, if this is gonna be an NXPE victory, it's gonna be a Brusco game for sure. Numenon Blast here is gonna be the ultimate decider of this game.
Yeah, the game changer, the momentum breaker of how this hero could be devastating in setups. Okay, let's start by taking this Lethal Wanderer. Okay, Boyd with the progress. Still going slow, but mid lane still onto the pokes.
Such a strong combination, when you see it in action. The Valentina and the Estes, because Valentina already does quite a bit of poke, especially early on, and you typically see Valentina players be at the top of the damage meter, but then you get that sustain with it, and you're kind of just a bully the entire time, and it's really hard to deal with here.
Yeah, for early game pokes, that works well if you want to take down the mid lane turret. First tier turret in the mid lane fast. That opens up avenue for Wise to even just visit and even disturb the progress of Boyet. Now, we have one thing that we're looking for. It's Brusco.
Boyet, though, he's going to find Wise. He's looking for a kill himself. Can't even get the Appraiser's Wrath off. 2 going to fall early on. NXPE, this is exactly what I was saying. Start this lead, the snowball, and they've already done it.
Yeah, good thing Nxpe EVOS did that because the jungler rotations there, Wise actually had an advantage. Yes, we saw the Lethal Wanderer go to Boyet, but what happened was the trade became Wise ended up stealing 2 of the green camps of Boyet himself. So Boyet actually really needed that to happen for Nxpe, and they got it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
That's the aggression.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a great play there from Goyang. I didn't think he was actually going to be able to finish off that kill here. Now the fight for the turtle. Wise still able to secure it, but still they've got the work cut out for him. NXP is still up, a 1.2k gold lead, 3 kills on the board, and it's getting scary because it's in the hands of Goyang.
Well, we're not seeing any Hessies as of the moment, and this translates into good conditions of Nxpe EVOS. They can just do a rinse and repeat. Now, we were talking about Goyong earlier. So, this duo, this Brusco and Goyong DR, mostly we've seen them rotate faster around them once they get a good jump start for Boyet. So, the faster that they can go around the map and give some pressure for the mid lane, that gives total space for Doming as well.
Yeah, and Blacklist International now, they need to mirror the aggression that Nxpe EVOS is showing. They have to get a pick off somewhere. They're getting they got the first turtle of the game, but as long as NXP are playing aggressive, trying to get pick-offs, making the most out of their Karina, Nxpe EVOS will still have control in this game. Next turtle going to be a big one.
Okay, there's a grab there. Boyd gets to secure that buff. Now, waiting on this, they're just prying on the positioning. Oh, Yue takes hits from Goyong.
Oh, looks like they're going to commit to it. Was that the right call here? That's a lot of ultimates used.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, Terrify actually canceled the Numenon Blast there of Brusco. Unfortunate for Nxpe Evos. It would have been a big trade in favor of Nxpe because Ding would have been the one to dive under tower. He would have sacrificed his own life. However, he would have gotten kills for sure.
Well, speaking of getting kills, BLACKLIST is becoming, or starting the pressure up in the camp of Nxpe Evo. So preventing that snowball from happening, that's one thing to need to cover about. The map, the coverage of the map here. We see just Brusco in the mid lane most of the time. Does he need more to get more vision and space?
I think they gotta get in position here mostly just for this turtle, like Renmar mentioned earlier. You know, you don't want to give this up, especially that small lead you had for NXPE.
Yeah, but with the orange buff up, BLACKLIST knows that Boyet will want to get that first.
Yep.
So let's see if Nxpe Evos' jungler will actually be able to get there just in time to contest it. It looks like it's going to be a free one for BLACKLIST as Nxpe Evos can just watch.
Yeah, he's going to be too late. I guess they don't want to actually contest these. Most likely they don't want to deal with the sustain again from this Estes pick here. So it might look like the game plan for NXP is just to find these skirmishes that they can win and continue to give up these turtles for now.
Okay, so calculated engages. Okay, so they're trying to invest something here, probably from mid-game. But one thing that was the problem of how Nxpe does with their matches is, yes, they keep on investing, but at some points, they were kind of losing the trades. And that's one thing that's important for BLACKLIST. They utilize those windows to take advantage as they progress with their heroes.
And maybe that's one of the reasons why Nxpe Evos has been very cautious lately, because they know their trade history isn't that great. But that's a massive collapse into the bottom.
This is going to be tough to get away from here. Wise gets the flicker out from Brusco. Yue nice Nuno Blast setup there from Yue, but they only get one kill out of it. NXP able to avoid a worse scenario there. That was dicey, but also pressure in the mid lane. Boyet's going to be able to grab an objective, so they trade the death for the objective, and it looks like he's going to take the purple as well. Wise, though, eyes set on more.
Yep. See, gold laner still very close in gold already. Calamity Reaper built up by Super Atari.
Boyet, I don't think he can escape this. That's the punishment for taking Wise's purple.
Oh, no.
You got to think twice.
Yeah, taking twice is one thing they need to do, because vision and coverage is one thing they need to have concern for, because BLACKLIST is becoming and being seen all over the map.
Yeah, and Super Red won the laning phase. He has the lead. That Hyrath will have the damage already with 2 major items. This contest needs to be a great one for Nxpe Evos, and hopefully if they can, they need to get a kill onto that Hyrath. If not, we might end up seeing a 3K, 4K on the side of NXPE after a BLACKLIST counter punch.
So penetrate backline again. Hyrath could be the possible target of NXPE. Who's going to do that? Could be Brusco, but his flicker is out as of the moment to get that combo.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they actually do want to contest this one. Turtle half health here. Everybody getting in position. Ding, keep an eye on him as well. Yue gets the Noon on Blast. They're going to look for their own setup. It's secured by Goyong. There's the Blazing Duet. Domeng trying to unleash here. Oh my Venus with the sustain. Brusco's will hit away. Edward grabs the kill. Ding's left to his own. He falls as well. 2 down, but it's a 1-for-2 trade, so NXPE grabs 1 kill. And the turtle, can they hold on to the mid lane?
At this point, I feel bad for Brusco. The mid, though, look at the mid!
They're not stopping. They're not stopping out of the mode. They want to take this first-tier turret in the mid, who is clearly winning the trades.
That Brusco's Numenon Blast in that last team fight got cancelled by the Terrify again.
Oh,
That's
no.
2 potentially big Numenon Blasts that could have been great for NXPE, cancelled by the Valentina Terrify. Then, of course, the aggression in mid, but oh, look at Wise getting punished.
Wow, Wise still holding his own here for now. The sustain is there. Wise somehow still alive with the sustain, but oh my Venus could be in trouble as well. NXP still the hunt. Look at the damage from Yue. He has to flicker out too. No one falls from either team.
No casualty, but that was the response that we were looking for in NXP Evos. They need to fire back, but that was one thing they need to defend for.
Man, that Fredrin is thick.
1 versus 3. Well, he had some help too, right?
Yeah.
3. Sustained everything.
He is thickrin right now.
Thickrin.
My goodness. A clutch. ultimate use by Oh My Venus there that Estes is saving it.
Wish they had a heal meter there.
Oh yeah.
Like whenever Estes is locked
He
in.
should have that now.
Yeah. Heal meter.
Yeah. Actually, now just as like for any hero that dishes out heals for their teams, a heal meter instead of damage done, it's heal done.
So we can calculate what's sustaining everybody on the field.
Yeah, exactly. So now Blacklist, all momentum on their side here. It will just be down to a team fight counter punch for. Okay.
Something stunned.
Yeah, someone was floating. Okay.
That was
Something supernatural on the field is happening.
Maybe that was a bird in the land of dawn that got stunned just flying around there, if you all saw that.
It's not safe in the land of dawn.
Yeah, next play Eva's counter punch. That's how they're going to turn this around, but they have to watch out for the fact that UA has I almost said aluminum blast.
Oh, yeah.
Has a Numenon blast.
Anything that drives with Numenon.
Numenon.
Everything, it just works well. But speaking of the Numenon Blast, how is Bruce going to find his way back and penetrating the defensive Blacklist? It's really hard. It's not most of the time that he's on the surprise points that he needs to do to counter a give set for his team.
Brusco needs another angle with how he's going to approach the entries here.
Yeah.
Because all the angles that he keeps entering is quite obvious, and Blacklist International knows it. So Nxpe, they're going to be countering it with a push down bottom side for Domeng. That's a signal for Blacklist International to just rush this Lord.
See, this is where I'm scratching my head, right? Like, you are giving up these objectives. You're trading it for, it's the tier 1, right? Domeng able to get that. So is this just the plan, like, let's get the items, let's get a little bit of space to work with. We have great defense against that first push with this Lord here, and kind of hope that we can whittle down this gold lead that Blacklist International has.
With the items, do they have a plan B for this?
That's 3 Athena shield on the side of Blacklist, so no wonder why Goyong's damages, though they have been hurting, you feel it considerably less.
Oh, look at this. Demolition Man Domeng. Is the investment worth all of the trades that they have done for this 10-minute game? They need something to fight back, and we're looking for Bruce how to make that kill, but most of the time the setup's being countered time and time again.
Yeah, their main catch for this Harith really is the Numenon Blast, but then it keeps getting cancelled. Man, if I'm Bruco right now, and that's why I'm not. Yeah, I would be a little tilted. That's why I'm not a pro player.
Yeah, I mean, dealing with the Terrify, right? Every time UA, he knows the assignment. That's exactly what he has to do. So now, what Nxpe has to do is defend against his first push. They do. Okay, they defend for now. It looked like they were actually going to give this one a go, but they back off. They clear up the Lord. They've got some minions to work with. Wise still planting himself there. You can see the damage is sort of there, right, for Nxpe, but the gold lead's still building up here for Blacklist International. Maybe another couple minutes. It might work out. Boyet, though, just taking a look at things, going to have to back off.
Yeah, they need to go out the base. Look at the damage. Almost a half HP peel from Boyet. Now they're just taking up everything out of their plate for next play Evos with a gold lead now. And with no angles for Brusco. Look at just this. It's just super red on top of the player gold.
Yeah, Domeng really close, though, and that's a good sign for next play Evos. Not gonna lie, for the good 20 seconds that siege was happening, I was looking for a Numenon Blast charge.
Right?
Yeah. It looked like it was a great chance. Oh, I got
You got it right there.
That's Yue.
Oh, boy, it could be in trouble here. There's Brusco lining his own. Finds 4.
No, there's no follow-up.
But there's no follow-up because
no.
Domeng is topside pushing.
Oh, no.
They didn't have the feathered airstrike.
Oh, man. So he gets the tier 2, but he misses the amazing set that Brusco finally landed after being terrified. Domeng still pushing,
Chase
though.
them. They gotta chase them.
They're still going to hold them there. They're going to chase
Is this
them.
getting messy?
They're going to stall them from recalling the best they can.
Stop the Harith from getting home.
Okay, Domeng's happy. He's got 2 turrets. And like that, Nxpe has found some hope in this game.
That was the set. But what is the game plan of Nxpe? Unorthodox ways. Is this the plan that they're going for?
Well, the plan Domeng's going for is a new moniker. The Filipino Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's a mouthful.
Yeah,
Let's go for it.
All right.
But
The Philippines.
imagine it.
That's
The
too long.
4-man Numenon Blast to set up a split push.
Hey, it looked cool, right?
It looked really
It looked cool.
It looked cool. And right now, the Lord fight's going to go in the hands again of Blacklist International.
What?
And so,
Wait.
Nxpe,
Okay.
they're back to it.
All right, so it's your time to shine. Brusco, Goyong, Domeng, even Ding, your combos
Make it
One
work.
big combo. Y'all got to make it work. Looking at the items right now. Again, no wonder why the average team damage share is so high for Domeng. You can see it here. Well farmed up. We saw Nxpe Evos come back from a deficit with a Claude. One great play. One call to be aggressive and assertive. That's how they turned it around against RSG Slate yesterday. Can they do that again against Blacklist International as the Lord marches down mid? It's a 5,000 gold lead. Nxpe Evos have the tools to stop this. Will they have the damage to make sure that they actually get it?
They have the CC. All they need is a right jump up against Blacklist International. What will it be? When will it be? We've seen mistakes, and will this be it?
Oh, that looked spicy, but nothing gonna follow through with that. So it's NXP still holding on. They actually miraculously hold on to that bottom inhibitor turret. They deal with the Lord mid lane. They only lose the mid inhibitor turret for now. We'll see if they still push for it. Feathered Airstrike still down from Goyong. But Domeng, this is his time to shine if they can find it. Brusco charges up as well. The follow-up. Oh, my Venus going to be in trouble, but look at the heal. It's too much to handle. And now NXP is in trouble. Super Red unleashing with his Almond Force. They find two. NXPE is punished.
Well, I was wondering why Brusco actually didn't commit the flicker with that Numenon Blast. I thought that was a picture-perfect way for him to end it, and now Blacklist International might end it here.
Looks like they're going to be and even with that, Super Red just focusing on the crystal.
He's dancing.
Blacklist International sweeps this series 2-0.
A clean one for Blacklist.
To be honest, I'm still scratching my head. NXPE, you know, even looking at their stats and everything, you think they'd
Getting loaded up. You just needed to watch Lolita drop down that hammer. This was a great game for Super Red's Harith. After the second turtle, immediately, Blacklist International went for the rotation into the bottom lane so that Super Red will get and build that lead against Domeng. But we got to see how well Domeng plays in the sense that even when with his lane gone, Nxpe Evos have full trust in him to find resources elsewhere. And that's where it was coming from, through split pushes. Knowing that Blacklist International were already sticking together, once they saw that Edward was already just there,